Happy Saturday, friends! Okay, after my tired late night last night, I am still tired. Okay, I did stay up much later. I did not go to bed until probably, I think it was 3:30 in the morning. I was determined to get some things done. So, what I got done last night after doing my vlog was I made my flower clip vlog for it, and I put them together and uploaded them up on YouTube. So that was 3 things taken care of right there. I did manage to watch one day's show, so I got to scratch it off. But that was all. Went to bed at 3:30 in the morning. I slept till 1:30 today. Or was it 3:30 in the morning? Yeah, I did wake up at 8 something, and I had to go to the bathroom, so I did that, but I laid back down, went back to sleep, and didn't get up to 1:30. So, I got up, I've ate my breakfast, took my medicine, and I've sat here and watched my videos. So, on today's side of my sheet, I got to put a check mark by that I watched videos for today because, I'll have other videos come in all throughout today until late tonight to watch before I'm completely finished with them all. After late tonight, I'll get to scratch that one off. So now I'm making my vlog for today. I have talked to hubby. They're on their way home, hubby and Elizabeth, my daughter. They have no kids with them. I wanted my babies to come. But they all stayed home to stay with Grandma because their mom and dad's coming home next week to be home for 2 weeks. So they wanted to see Mom and Dad, of course. I'm sure they've been missing them. So, but then they're, like I said, they are being transferred up here to Kingsport. And to work on the pipeline job up here. So we will be with them a lot all summer and into next year. They're going to homeschool them. They'll go to work every day, and we'll have to have the kids. And so y'all will be seeing a lot of them. Hubby had me to take out some ribs out of the freezer. They're in water in the sink, defrosting. When it gets closer to time for them to be home, he's going to call. He's going to have Benny, his brother, to grill them on the grill, and that is going to be our supper tonight. What else? I'm off Monday. I don't have to go to work Monday, so I still have today, tomorrow, and the next day off for work, and I had it yesterday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days in a row off work. That is great. A great break. Let's see. Yes, I woke up still tired and feeling like I hadn't slept enough. Got a little headache, but I've took some medicine. I'm going to go fix me some hot coffee here in a minute. That'll help too with my headache. And, well, it's probably really, my daughter says it's not really coffee. She says it's just hot chocolate. But it's in the coffee. It's for that, now let me see if I can say it right, the Keurig coffee maker that has the little round, I think they call them pods. At Walmart, you have all the big boxes of the different kinds of flavors of coffee. The one I like is, of course, caramel mocha. And so my daughter Elizabeth says that that's really hot chocolate. It's not coffee. But whatever. I mean, if it's not coffee, why do they sell it as a coffee in the coffee section? So it just tastes good and sweet, and I love it. So the best one. See, I'm not really a coffee drinker. I don't really care for the coffee taste. To fix coffee, I used to fix regular normal coffee, except for my family would always say that I had a little bit of coffee in my milk or syrup and in my sugar or whatever, because I would always put milk and sugar in my coffee, but it would be a whole lot of both of those. And so my coffee would be a light brown color instead of a dark black color. So I guess I really wasn't drinking coffee because I really can't stand that taste. But once I learned about this, came across this caramel mocha, it is delicious. I like to buy that for the Keurig at Walmart and drink it. That's going to be the least one that I like, to buy it at Walmart and have it here at home to fix. And there's my telephone interrupting my vlog. I'll be back with another. Okay, friends, I am back. Sorry about that. That was my husband calling me. He was actually calling me to tell me to check on the meat that I had in the water. So I went in the kitchen and done that while still on the phone with him. So he had told me to open the pack and go ahead and just take it out of the pack then and put it in the water. I drained the water out and put new water in and all that kind of stuff. So I did that and got off the phone with him. While I was in there, while I was up, and in there I decided, well, I will go ahead and make my coffee. In my red M&M's mug. That, let me turn it around here so you can see the other side. There's the M&M's face. That my girls got me for Christmas one year. I don't remember. It seemed like it was 2 or 3 Christmases ago now. They had gotten me the red one and got their daddy a blue one. His favorite color is blue. Now, my favorite color would have been pink or purple, but they don't have pink and purple M&Ms. So, they just got me the red one. Other than that, I would have really preferred the yellow. I don't know, red is Becca's favorite color. Red is not, it's a pretty color. I like it. It's not a color that I just dislike completely. But it's not really one that I normally choose and pick for things, when it comes to colors. So, but anyway, I like the M&M part of it, So, I'm going to spill my coffee here. Now, while I was making my coffee, I got this great idea. I have been feeling, because my family, well, when I first started doing YouTube and making videos and blogging, yeah, I do crafting videos, but I also like the vlogs, and I like to do the vlogging. And I watch a lot of vlogs. Well, mostly other vlogs, it's the whole family. It's the mom, the dad, and all the kids. Well, I'm older, so I don't have little kids. My girls are grown. And at first they were both home. But they were the ticky type, and they didn't want to be shown on video to be put on YouTube for everybody in the world to see them. Blah, 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 blah. So I couldn't show them. And basically my husband's the same way. He's not as bad as them. As y'all know, I have had him on camera a couple of times. But he still just don't want to be on it full time. He don't want to, interact and talk, to the camera, like to y'all, like I do, and stuff like that. He's kind of a little bit shy and embarrassed about that. So, basically, when I vlog, it's just me that I vlog. Now, when I babysit and I'm over there, yeah, I get the baby. That's why I vlog a lot of them and playing with them. Because I feel like that, and that may be why I'm not getting many comments. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like that just me sitting and talking vlogs, it's boring, and it's not as fun as, it is when I watch the other vlogs out there, so it's not interesting. But see, I just have my laptop webcam, and it's hard. Yeah, all the other vloggers, they just have normal little video cameras, and they walk around in their home as they're doing things, and they've got one arm out. I know that one arm they use has got to be strong. But when they first got started, I imagine it hurt. I want to do this, and I want a camera and do this, but I am kind of dreading that part, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do it. But they walk around and they have their hands straight out like this, of course to the side where their camera is facing them, And then, as they're walking and doing things and talking, and they'll show some of the things they do, and then they'll show their family, their kids playing or whatever. I want a camera like that, and I want to be able to do that. I don't know when I'll ever get the money to get one. So, I came up with this great idea to show y'all a little more about my day and what I do. I have a telephone. A cell phone. It's a Walmart Straight Talk, yeah, so therefore it don't do really a whole lot, like all these smartphones and stuff out there. Some of the smartphones are actually cameras that people can video little clips on. This don't do that. But I can take pictures, okay? So I thought, it just popped in my mind, hey, I can take a picture making my coffee. I'm going to take a picture of the ribs in my sink. And then I can show the picture to y'all from my phone on my camera, and that will show y'all a little bit more about my day and things I do all throughout my day in my vlogs. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start taking pictures all day long of everything I do, and when I do my vlog, I'm going to sit here and show y'all the pictures and tell y'all about what all I've done. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my pictures. The first one is and I did it sideways, my Keurig coffee. Now my phone, this is the biggest it will let a picture get. Other phones have zoom in and zoom out to make the picture bigger. This one don't. And that's kind of glaring. I need to find there we go, maybe that's better. But that's my Keurig. Actually, I say mine, it's really Elizabeth's. She got it. Well, it's both girls. They got it for Christmas one year together when we lived in Mississippi. So they was kind of sharing it, and they both left, which Elizabeth's coming back today, but they kind of left it here, and I've been using it, and I've been saying my coffee pot, because it's here, and I use it. But anyway, I know, it's hard, I can't keep my phone still, but that's my Keurig coffee pot, with my red M&M cup sitting there. That's when it was starting to make, okay? I'm still trying to get it. Is that a better view? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, let me go to the next picture. The next one, I did an up close when the coffee... Okay, I gotta get the hang of this. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord. Now, this picture's kind of dark. I got an up close of the coffee actually pouring out into the cup. Okay. Alright. Then, I'll show you the ribs in the sink. This is a far back picture where you're actually seeing the sink and the ribs in the water. Okay. And then I did another one up close of just the ribs defrosting in my sink of water. So there you go. And that's all I did in there just now. I have other pictures on here that I could show y'all that, are old, that I done days ago and stuff. Let me take a picture. Let me take a picture of drinking my coffee. Let me take a sip of my coffee, okay? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. But, now, what was I talking about? I know I was telling y'all about my coffee. Oh, I know what I was saying. The Walmart store-bought Keurig pods of the caramel mocha coffee that I like to buy and have here at home to fix, to drink. There's 3 ones that I like. This one here at home is the least one. The next one up that I like a little bit better than this one is going to McDonald's and ordering the caramel mocha coffee they have there and drinking it. Then The next one up, the best one of all out of the whole three, is going to IHOP and ordering their caramel mocha coffee. And they bring it out in this big old white mug that's almost like a soup bowl. And they have it piled on top with cream. Talk about good, honey. That is some kind of good coffee. So, I have told y'all what I have done so far. My plans for the rest of the day is, after I make this clip, today's Saturday. So today is our Saturday's shays storytelling time. I will pick a story. I will use random.org, pick a story, and do the clip telling that. Then I will go ahead and put both of these together up on YouTube as one vlog. So that will be me doing and finishing 1, 2, 3 items on my list for today. Then I have another shays past clip. After that, I may load it up by itself. I'll be able to scratch that off. Alright. Then I'm going to make myself get up and do my craft of my blue jean bag. It ain't going to be long out when I'm just going to be here. They're going to be here around 5:30, something like that. And, it's 3:54 now, so it's almost 4 o'clock. I ain't got much time. I need to hurry up. What I want to do is do all the things that I can do my video clips for. Like if I can do that craft real quick, then I can make a clip of it to save to put up Wednesday for my craft video day. I'm not going to try to get to my Elvis Presley memory album. And I'm going to answer my sister's questions right now that she commented on my last night's video. Yes, I needed to go to bed, but I stayed up late. Yes, I'm crazy. Best way to be, love it. Stay young, have fun, enjoy life. What else did she ask? She asked if I ever showed my Elvis Presley memory album. Kind of, I have. Remember the road trip that we took, that me and my hubby took when we had to, what did we have to go do? Oh, he had to go deliver that cab, and I went with him, and I took some stuff to work on. Remember I had a box, didn't I do a video and show y'all, or at least tell you about it, that I had a box of Elvis articles that I had clipped years ago, all through the years of my life, of articles about Elvis out of all of these little magazines that was the Examiner, all the little, the Inquirer, all those little things that our mother used to love to read. But I saved up a bunch of that. I had several Elvis books and even a coloring book. I showed y'all that in one of my Shays Past videos. I believe that's when I showed it to y'all. But this project life that I'm making with my kind of sort of project, it's not the Becky Higgins ones that I really wanted, but it was the people ones that I could only afford at the time. The little cards that I got to do a project life album, and the little clear pages to put them in and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to use that and call that my memory album. I'm going to put my Elvis Presley articles in it. I'm going to put the pictures, my old pictures of my old room that I showed y'all, all my candles and stuff that I had sitting around. And then Benny's, is he coming in to disturb my video? He's out there cutting grass, so it was probably the rabbit I heard making noise. That's right, Chopper. Okay, and then remember that challenge I did for that lady that wanted to remember things, that has a hard time to remember? I can't remember her name now, or her channel name. But she did a challenge, so I had looked up some stuff, old toys that I had when I was a kid, and I printed out all the pictures. I showed those I'm keeping those, and I'm putting those in my memory album, and I'm just going to call it a Memory Project Life album. That's what I'm fixing up and making up. So there's your answer, Rebecca. When I work on it, I will show y'all what I am doing each little bit that I work on it. Today, I don't think I'm going to even try to get to it. Look, this is my list for today to y'all. I've got a lot. Okay? I still have all that from yesterday that I didn't finish that I'm also going to be working on. So, bear with me here. But I will try to do the finish my bag and do that clip. Alright. I would like to wash my baby outfit and put it on my Lucy doll. So maybe I could do that. Later tonight, I want to finish my book and start a new one if I can. I want to at least... Oh, my day shows, I found out that I was one more show behind than what I was saying I was. So I've got another show added to my list. But today I'm only going to try to watch one. Kind of would like to watch another one of my movies in my queue list on Hulu, but I don't know if I'll make it. I mean, it's already late in the evening. They'll be coming home. I don't know if I'll get to all this stuff. Today's Saturday. The hobby for today is playing games. I would love to get on my Minecraft game again and play some of it, and I can manage that sometimes later this evening. Some other stuff that I have on here I'm not going to be able to get to. One of them is play with the babies. That was because I thought they were bringing the babies home. I can completely scratch that out now because that's not even going to happen. And just some other stuff. So I'm not going to get it all done, so I've got to choose and select which ones I can do today. But that's my plans. And like I said, they'll be coming in about 5:30. And, you know, it's been a few days, so I'll visit with hubby. And it's been a long while, so I'll visit with Elizabeth. Me and her probably get into talking about geocaching. That tracking thing that I showed. Did I show y'all? I thought I did. I can't remember. Anyway, I found it in geocaching last weekend. I have not figured out yet how to post it on here, so I'm going to have my daughter, since she knows all about that, help me figure out how to post that. Maybe we can get that done tonight. So, that's my plans. Okay? So let me see, pull up and see what other pictures I have that I might want to show y'all real quick. My camera is so full, so what I'm going to have to do, like right now, the ones I just took and showed y'all, I'm going to delete out. I'm not taking them to keep them in my camera because my camera gets so full and then it won't let me take anymore, you know, so I've got to keep deleting them. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm deleting the coffee and the rib pictures. And that way I'll be able to take other pictures as I do things today. To show y'all in tomorrow's vlog, maybe. Or maybe I'll show y'all in the clip that I do my story in. Okay. So, I'm still erasing them. I think this is the last one. Okay, when me and hubby last weekend went looking, I was still trying to find a dress to wear at my daughter's wedding. Now hear me out, folks. I'm not a fashion person. As y'all can tell by seeing me in all my vlogs, my fashion is PJs. I like to be comfortable. When I do dress in clothes, I like big, loose, comfortable clothes. And that's even for church. I don't dress up fancy. To me, dressing up fancy is very uncomfortable. I can't stand tight, bound up clothes. Or be bundled up or have 2 or 3 layers of outfits on. I mean, and I'm just going to be a little TMI here. My bra and a shirt. I can barely handle that. I can't stand to wear a bra. I'm sorry. TMI, I know. But whatever. So, when you have like 2 shirts like an over like a little jacket type thing, that's stretching it for me. And that's all I can go. No more layers for me. So, I found something kind of in the colors for her wedding. I tried it on. I loved it. I sent a picture to her. She said, that's fine for church, but it ain't good enough for the wedding. So, blah, 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 blah. I didn't get it. But it's my style. I like long skirts to the ankle, and then I like shirts. This was a long skirt. It was a tank top and then a long sleeve, pullover shirt over that, cardigan as they call it, or whatever. And this is the picture my husband took. He did not get my face. He cut it off because he was just taking a picture of the outfit to send it to Katie. But like I said, I didn't get it. And yeah, I know, I understand that this is not a fancy wedding style outfit. But like I said, this is as dressed up, and that's exactly what Elizabeth said. He sent the picture to Elizabeth too. And then he told her, she said that it looked good, that she liked it. And then he told her what Katie said. And she laughed and she said, that's as dressed up as Mama's gonna get. And that's the truth, honey. So she knows me. Alright, so I was just showing you that. I don't want that. It went off the pictures. I want that. Thank you. My aunt has been, I think this was my aunt. I hope I'm not wrong on this. My aunt has just moved out into a little apartment, and she's been getting things and fixing up her apartment, and she's been sending me, no, this may be my mama's flowers for Mother's Day that my sister got her. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. That's the Becca JB sent our mama these flowers for Mother's Day. And like I said, that's as big as my camera will let pictures get. So you can't really see a good up close of it. Alright, let me go to the next one. Why is it doing it that way? Okay, this is the flowers I sent our mother for Mother's Day. Well, there you go. It's like a big ceramic yellow teapot with, you can't see it good. There's a glare with flowers on the pot. And then it's got flowers in it. I wished I could get it at an angle. Oh! Leave me alone. I'm trying to show a picture. Like that. Can y'all see that? I'm trying to get it up close, too. It gets a glare. Alright, I have another picture of it. This is the up close one. Let me show you the picture that's further back. Mama took pictures of these, or either Charlotte did one, and then on her phone and sent it to me. I wished it wouldn't be such a glary light and make it hard to see. I'm trying to get it at an angle that you can kind of tell. This is hard, y'all. It really is. But I'm trying. That's the best I can do, I guess. Anyway, that's the flowers I sent my mom for Mother's Day, and I just knocked my pen off, and I'm going to let my coffee get cold. Okay, let me see. What else? I really don't need to take up a whole lot of time showing y'all any more pictures. This is the front door of my aunt's house. She's got two little pots of flowers outside her door on each side. It's a little apartment that she lives in. Okay. That's her inside. It's just a one-room thing, so she has her bed and one chair and then a table and a little bitty kitchenette area. don't know if y'all are seeing that. Looks like a glare to me. Whatever. Oh, that's my little Tookie man when he cut his head and he had to go to the emergency room and have it bandaged up. Aw, he's sitting up there on the bed and his whole head's covered in gauze. My little Tookie man. Alright, that's all I'm gonna show y'all today. But I'm gonna try to do that, take pictures of things that I do to show y'all in my vlogs. So it won't just be me talking, it'll be a little bit more. Y'all actually be seeing what I've done. So, alright, I'm gonna go with this one so I can do my story. Because it ain't gonna be long, time will pass and they'll be driving up out there, so. It'll be the end of my free time. Okay, I'm gone. Bye. Okay, friends, this is Saturday, so it is once again, our Saturday's Shays storytelling. And I have a great story to tell y'all this time. Some of them I'm a little bit more excited to tell y'all about than I am others. I don't know why. This is one I'm excited about to tell y'all. Alright, I thought of a lot more stories. I think last time, or one of the last times, it seemed like it was 12 that I had when I picked. Well, now I got 20 because I've thought of more stories and I've added them to my list. So I had 20 stories to pick from. So I did random.org and it generated 13. And number 13 was, and this is how I've got it wrote down to remind myself what the story is about, Black Stool Thinking Chair. I know I write notes down kooky, don't I? Alright. Years ago, when I was a little bitty girl, and when I say little bitty girl, I'm going to say from the age of, I'm even going to go as far back as 3. So from the age of 3, I'm trying to think here, to probably about 11 years old. Because I can remember this stool in my life at 11 years old. After that, do not recall what happened to it. Anyway, okay, so my mama had this black stool. It was tall. It had a rounded, tall back to it. It wasn't just the seat. So it had a back that you could actually lean back in, and it was rounded. And it swiveled around. She used this stool in the kitchen for setting on up at the kitchen counter. That's just the text coming in, so I can actually read it. I cannot see without my glasses at all. Not even to hit unlock so I can turn the thing off. I'll read the text later. That's pitiful. So she used this stool in the kitchen to set in up at the kitchen counter when she was preparing food and cooking supper. You know, to cut and chop up something. Instead of standing up there, she would sit in the stool. So, in the earlier, from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe I'll stop there. Might have been even 7. She kept this stool in the kitchen. And I don't know why. I guess just maybe because I was a little kid. I loved this stool for some reason. And maybe I just loved it, and maybe I just liked sitting in it, and maybe I just liked swiveling around in it. So I would do that a lot. And I can remember I had this little bitty, and I may have printed the picture out of it when I was printing the old toys and stuff that I used to have. It was a little, seemed like the name brand is Play School maybe, I don't know, but it was like the little musical record player. Of course it's plastic, big and bulky. Had the little plastic round records that you could put on it. It had a slot in the back. You put the records in. It had a handle. You put a record on it, and it was different little tunes, and different of the little kids rhyming type songs. One that I loved the most was the Little Old Man Rolling Down the Hill. I don't know if that's the exact name of it. Patty Whack was in it, and something like that. I don't now remember how it all goes, but that was my favorite one. I can remember sitting on this stool and holding this little record player and putting them in and listening to that and singing along with it. And of course swiveling around in the stool. That was the early years, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I got to where I started calling that stool my thinking chair. Why, I do not know how or why I came up with this, but I did. I called it my thinking chair. When I wanted to think about something and come up with a fun, great idea, whether it was something to play, and I can remember as I got older, up into, more towards 10, 11 years old, I loved, even then, at that young of an age, I loved changing rooms around, like the living room. I would ask Mama, can we change the living room around? And I would run and go sit in that stool. And I'd say, let me go to my thinking chair. Let me think of a great way to change the living room around. And I would sit in that stool for a little bit and think, now how can we change the furniture around? In the living room or my bedroom or whatever it was. And I don't know, it seemed to always work. I know the chair was not really helping me think. But I call it my thinking chair, and when I was little back then, I actually believed that chair helped me to think of great ideas. So that's why I called it my thinking chair. But I would sit there and I'd think, and when I got it, then I'd hop down, okay, Mama, I got it, and we'd go to changing the living room around. Or whatever. Okay. After I was about, I'm going to say 7 or 8, I think is the age I was when we moved into our red brick house. Because we lived in a trailer up to then, from the time I was born to now. We moved into our red brick house on the coast. And the garage in this house had been turned into a room. The garage door was like sealed up. It wouldn't open. On the inside, it had the paneling walls over the garage door. It didn't have any windows, of course. They had put carpet down on the cement and had cut the wall out in the side of the house going into the living room. So when we moved into this house, Mama and them made that room my playroom, and it was very big because it was a garage. Well, and to me, being a little kid in my eyes, it was like this big, huge room. And trust me, I had plenty to fill it up. I was blessed as a child, and I am proud of my childhood. Some people may call it spoiled, but I call it blessed. And a happy childhood, and a fun childhood, and great parents. But yes, I had plenty of toys, and that playroom was filled to the max with them. And I had fun playing with my toys in there. Well, my mama let me see, the kitchen in this house was kind of a small kitchen, and she really didn't have nowhere to put that stool. So she let me put the stool in the playroom, and it kind of like became my stool then, so it was still my thinking stool. And so anytime that I wanted to change my bedroom around, or the playroom even, I had a little twin size bed in the playroom actually too. And or think of a great idea, something to play or do, I would set up on my stool and twirl around and think and come up with a great idea. And so that was my thinking stool, and I loved it. I don't know what happened to it, because when we moved out of that house, I was 11 years old, and we moved back to Collins, Mississippi. And the house that we rented and first moved in, when we moved back, I had a bedroom, but I don't ever recall. Wait a minute, I take that back. Yep, the stool was not in my bedroom, and I didn't have a playroom in that house. It was back in the kitchen. That house had a big, huge kitchen, and Mama had it back in the kitchen. So now I do recall it being in that house, and I would still use it. Okay, when we moved out of that house, I was still 11, and we had to move in with my granny and pawpaw till we could get our trailer out on Bowie on our land to move into it, our new trailer that we was getting. So we lived with Granny and Pawpaw for a little bit, and so therefore we couldn't have the stool there. But then once we got our trailer and moved into it, maybe at first we might have had that black stool in there. It seems like I'm recalling now. But, and there's my phone again, always interrupting me. I'll be right back because I'm not through talking. Okay, again, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. That was my husband calling again. They are closer. They are on 81 now. They got a little more than 30 minutes and they'll be home. He wanted me to wash up the meat and season it and get Benny to get the grill and light it up and get it going and start grilling the meat. And he wants me to cut. I did all that. Benny's doing the grill. He wants me to peel some potatoes so we can make cream potatoes. I'm going to do that as soon as I finish this, but I was going to finish this because he interrupted. Alright, so what I was saying is, at first when we moved in our trailer onto Bowie, the new trailer, I think we may have, I'm not positive, I could be wrong, Mama may have done got rid of the stool. And I don't know where and how she got rid of the stool. Seems like I remember actually seeing her sitting in it up at the counter in that trailer. So I'm thinking at first she still had it. And we moved into that because I was 11 when we moved from the coast. I was still 11 when we moved in with Granny and Pawpaw. I turned 12 at their house while living there. Then, so I was 12 when we moved into the trailer on Bowie, the new trailer. Okay, so from the age of 12 to 15 or 16, something like that. Because by that time is when we had moved the trailer from Bowie into town. Somewhere between 12, 15, or 16, Mama got rid of the stool. Because I don't remember it after that. I don't remember it when I was like 17 and 18, and I got married at 18 and moved out. And I don't remember the stool then. I wonder what she did with it. How she got rid of it. Did she sell it? Did she just give it away? Did she throw it away? What happened to my thinking chair? Becca, do you know? If you do, please tell me. I know you was done married and out of the house and gone, but I'm sure you remember this stool I'm talking about. You should. Anyway, so, okay, that's my story for y'all for today. Alright, I am scratching this story off my list while on camera because I am thinking that I may be telling stories over because I forget to scratch them off after I tell the story. So, I scratched it off. It was that top one right there. See? So there's proof. If I ever do tell a story over again, please let me know because I don't want to do that to y'all. I want to give y'all new stories. Alright, I'm out of here. I got to go peel potatoes. Okay. Toodle until tomorrow.